No face, no case, no trace, no waste in the crypto game. He's the ace in the race. No face, no case, no need to replace the king of the chain, staying in his own space.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the No Face Crypto channel. Where's No Face No Case? You feel me? And in today's video, well, first things first, let's go ahead and take a look at the crypto bubbles, okay? As you can see, XRP is one of the only in the green today, or the blue in my case. If you guys don't know, now you know. We have a lot of subscribers on this channel now, a lot of new subscribers. I do not like the color red.
It's the color red. Every time I see it, it just pisses me off. Then I turn red, and that pisses me off even more. So I'm going to give you about 6 reasons why I hate this color.
But forget about that. Alright, look, if you have not watched my most recent video, XRP 2026, the only video you need before it is too late, go ahead and watch it right now. In 1 hour, I break down everything you need to know before going into 2026 when it comes to XRP. And if you want to see the making of my videos and what I'm about to say before I even say it, you guys go ahead and follow me on X, link in the description below, along with some other links that you should see if you are watching this channel. That being said, everyone, I will be making part 2 of my XRP 2026 video with due time. Now let's get into today's video. I had a guy drop a comment on this exact video you are seeing right here, basically saying, question, wasn't Fed now running on Hedera? And I had answered this question. We're going to go break this down for just a second. But what I have discovered here is enough to make a grown man cry. Guys, when I saw this document, I literally want to cry right now. If you guys did not see the end of this video right here on your screen, let's just go ahead and play that, and then we'll read these comments. This shit is, it literally makes me want to cry, bro. Because watch what you're about to see. Again, we're going to be talking about HBAR in just a second, but this does connect. And guys, when I bring this point home, you guys are going to shit your pants and subscribe to the channel, I promise. Alright, how Ripple started Grateful Dead. Or how Ripple started Grateful Dead, question mark. Here you go.
Which was when these 3 geniuses, one of them sitting right here, got together and taking some of the ideas from the Ripple project around the idea of pathfinding algorithms to exchange anything of value for any other thing of value. That's sort of effectively the birth of XRP. We then created a company, and then we also were lucky enough to be able to acquire the URL for Ripple, which is kind of a funny story. It came from a Grateful Dead super fan. It's related to the song Ripple from the Grateful Dead. We always loved the Grateful Dead. And so that all kind of came together in 2012.
Again, let it be known, if your cup is full, may it be.
Watch this shit, bro.
Let it be known, there is a fountain that was not raining by the hands of men.
Chris, oh my gosh, how fucking crazy does this get, guys? The people who made Ripple, the company, loved the Grateful Dead. The name Ripple comes from the song Ripple from the Grateful Dead. One of the most iconic lyrics in that song and the music video in that song. It's so, the message behind it is insane. But essentially, let it be known, there's a fountain that was not made by the hands of men. Now I'm going to stop that quote right the fuck there, and we're going to get into what I have to talk about.
I'm having a heart attack. I'm having a heart attack.
Alright guys, on this video right here, we had a comment left, and I'll go ahead and edit this so you guys can see this a little bit closer. But essentially, this guy asked, question, wasn't Fed now running on Hedera? That is correct to an extent. Fed now has the ability to use HBAR in order to connect to other fintechs. So essentially, they use Drop, which is a payments platform, and that allows merchants to accept small value instant payments. That is not exclusive to HBAR in any way, and Fed is an open-ended system that can connect to all types of technologies, blockchains, platform, whatever you want to call it. And I basically said HBAR is also seeing massive adoption in Australia for CBDC testing. Shout out Aussies, they know what they are talking about. And then I started to look into HBAR a little bit more because I mean I've been looking into, I've made many videos on HBAR, but you have to really stay on top of a lot of this information or you can miss it. And so I forget exactly what I typed in, but I found something so interesting. It's going to take the last clip you guys just watched, and it's literally going to make you will have no choice but to subscribe to this channel. There is nobody talking about this. Thank you. Now, I said, yo, bro, you need to look into this. This will be my next video. Holy shit. We won't even read that. Let's go ahead into what I found.
What can I say? Mamba out.
Lock in. It feels like every year there's a new trend dedicated to locking in. Last year it was the winter arc, and this year it's the great lock-in.
So everyone's talking about the great lock-in of 2025.
But every year it's the same story. You tell yourself, this is it, I'm going to finally lock in. But fast forward a couple months and you're right back into your old habits.
So what did I find? I found the fucking gold paper. I found the fucking gold paper. And when I break this down, guys, I almost have tears coming from my eyes because it's like everything that I believe in, it's showing in front of me. And I am sharing it with you right now. Let's break down what the gold paper is and what it means for HBAR and what the lore is behind this. This might be the most secretive, it's not secretive, it's on the SEC website, but this might be the most unknown document in crypto right now. And I'm breaking it to you here first on the No Face Crypto channel. Tap in. The only question I have for you guys is, are you ready to understand? Are you ready to know everything you've been learning is a lie? Here's the truth. The gold paper. Making America greater with the post-blockchain collateral HBAR as a pro-dollar asset. This has been prepared for review by the Federal Reserve Securities and Exchange Commission and the Trump family advisors. The date is September 4th, 2025. This happened last month. All right? This paper presents a national strategy for securing the U.S. dollar supremacy in the digital age by deploying post-blockchain collateral systems rooted in uniquely American mathematics. Parcel 19, which we will come back to in just a second. This is about to get real crazy, real like conspiracy level of insaneness. Okay? The proposed framework prevents foreign actors from destabilizing U.S. monetary integrity, as seen in offshore experiments like the Justin Sun's USDD. Oh my God. While enabling Americans' household and institutions to participate directly in strengthening the nation's reserve. Now, just very quickly here, I want to make it very clear. Justin Sun did work for Ripple at one point. He then went on to do Tron. He then went on behalf of the CCP, I believe, brought out USDD on behalf of Tron and introduced 20% yield. And this was 9 months ago. I don't know if USDD 2.0 is a thing right now, but this was a thing, and this is a direct competitor for a US dollar yield cryptocurrency. It gets crazy, you know, and this might seem like a bad thing for like XRP holders, for example. This is not a bad thing. Understand, regardless of what moves in this system, it needs to have something in between it, and that something is XRP. And with that being said, when you hold these utility assets, this is why I'm so bullish on utility assets. Okay, you pick HBAR, winner. Okay, you picked XRP, winner. These documents will make it look like these are competitors, like these people are working against each other. These people are here to bring in a new digital system. If you don't think this is a dog and pony show and these people are just, I mean, come on, guys. Shit is getting crazy. Here's a clip from one of my previous videos I did back during the terrible event we witnessed weeks ago. This video is specifically on the NWO, and I'll be careful with what I'm saying so this video doesn't get kind of like blacklisted from the algorithm. But essentially, this is what we're working against, guys. It's not me saying it. It's not a conspiracy theory like they like to design and say that everyone's a conspiracy theorist. Okay? This happened days ago. The day before the assassination.
Scenes in Gaza to the relentless Russian barrage on Ukraine. We simply cannot wait for this storm to pass. This summer showed us that there is simply no room or no time for nostalgia. Battle lines for a new world order based on power are being drawn right now.
There was a few directions I could go with this video, and I decided to decide, fuck it. Let's go deep. We're going to finish breaking down this document, but I need to show you this clip real quick before we move on, because I really need you guys to understand what we are dealing with here. All right? New World, or NWO, right? But we also have Digital ID. We also have Oracle, Larry Ellison. There's a million things, and they all work together. So this is not the United States versus another country. This is not trying to save the dollar from getting debased. Nah, these people all work together. The United States government isn't the United States government, but neither here nor there. Let's play this clip, 30 seconds, and let's go ahead and get back to the main point of the video.
Peter Thiel, welcome to Honestly.
Thanks for having me, Barry.
Thanks for making the time.
I had lunch with him once.
Where?
Peter Thiel's house.
Who is this guy?
I hope you guys have watched those clips. Go ahead and rewind them and watch them back, because the next clip I am about to play gets even crazier. Just know all these people in power are connected. They are bringing in the new system. We're going to go ahead and go back to the document in just a second. But go ahead and answer this question for me. Who was the CIA's first client?
It's my honor to welcome three of the world's leading technology CEOs. And in the case of Larry Ellison, it's well beyond technology. It's sort of CEO of everything.
Larry Ellison has officially surpassed Mark Zuckerberg to become the world's second richest person with a net worth of $251.2 billion.
Alright guys, enough of the clips. Just know all these people in power, they spy on you. They know every move you do, and they are bringing in the new digital system to even spy on you even more. You will not be able to refuse it, and people will end up getting UBI, and it's a whole rabbit hole. But let's just stop that right there, and now that we have set the stage for this video, we have set the stage for a takeover, we can break this document down in full. I know it might not make sense now, but it's going to make sense. In this document right here, literally on the first page, we have the proposed framework prevents foreign actors from destabilizing U.S. monetary integrity as seen in offshore experiments like Justin Sun's USDD. Yeah, but Justin Sun used to work for Ripple. So I see Justin Sun's move as a strategic chess play to force adoption in the United States on behalf of Ripple. Remember my last video. If you guys haven't checked that out, check it out. But people do not leave Ripple and not work for Ripple anymore. They leave Ripple and build more stuff for Ripple. So what do you think this all is? What do you think this dog and pony show is about? What do you think this is going to accomplish? All right, let's go ahead and read this document very quickly, and then we'll come back to Parcel 19, which gets absolutely insane. All right, national security imperative. Offshore stablecoins such as USDD operate with U.S. without U.S. asset backing. Diverting capital away from U.S. treasuries. See, they know what's coming, guys. This shit is crazy. This undermines U.S. fiscal strength and risks destabilizing the USDT peg. Tether? You mean the money they just print into oblivion to prop up Bitcoin? That Tether? Is that the Tether we're talking about? You mean the Tether that props up Ethereum as well? That Tether? Oh, yeah. Okay. Anyway, HBAR offers ABFT consensus, a low energy cost enabling billions of secure transaction deterministic fees suitable for loan repayment, escrow, and government accounting. Post-blockchain ledger qualities align with Parcel 19, we'll get into that, ensuring interoperability with national payment rails. HBAR is a different technology than these other cryptocurrencies, guys. In terms of utility, it works in a completely different way than traditional blockchain technology.
An advantage. On traditional systems or even older blockchains like Ethereum, high volumes of these transactions can lead to slow speeds. They can cause unpredictable costs and fees. They can create bottlenecks that is not starter or a non-starter for enterprise scale. This is where Hedera comes in and solves problems. He says this is precisely where Hedera offers an advantage. It is built for scale, fixed low fees. That is why visionary companies like Nvidia, Intel, and Equity Labs are leveraging Hedera for verifiable compute. It's the infrastructure for a future powered by verifiable high-volume digital transactions.
HBAR in American homes. U.S. households accumulate and hold HBAR as a pro-dollar collateral layer, each participating a vote of strength for U.S. monetary security. Household accumulation prevents. They are trying to put our government on the blockchain and use HBAR as a way of voting. This is insane. I'm gonna crash out. I'm gonna crash out. All right. This is where shit gets super crazy, unhinged, whatever you want to call it. All right. Number 5 here is the Federal Lending Facility Proposal. As you can see here, Federal Reserve, HBAR Reserve, and Lending Facility. Fed acquires HBAR into custody. It's hardened per post-quantum financial infrastructure right here. So basically it gets brought into the real world. Loans denominated in HBAR. An example would be $100,000 HBAR loan equals 120,000 HBAR repayment. Use cases are infrastructure, energy, housing, and strategic innovation projects. Outcomes: the circulation of HBAR into the real economy, dollar stability, and controlled growth of pro-American digital collateral. I mean, people need to wake up. People need to wake up, bro. There's people still asking if buying Bitcoin's a good idea. It's ridiculous. All right, so when we break this down and really understand it here, right, the Federal Reserve, HBAR Reserve, and Lending Facility are introducing a loan system essentially for the United States based on HBAR. I don't even know how to break this down in the best way. All right, so this transaction involves the Federal Reserve acquiring and securing HBAR with compliant cryptography, which is this PQFIF thing here. This is basically just saying like this is compliant. This is allowed to work in the digital system. All right, so they would be issuing loans. An example of that would be 100,000 HBAR, and they would get 120,000 HBAR back for strategic projects and for fostering HBAR circulation to support dollar stability and U.S. economic interest. And this is happening at a time where you're seeing the instability of the U.S. dollar. I mean, we can go ahead and pull up the chart. Guys, fuck the chart. $1 in 1913 was $1. That same dollar in 2025 at a percentage of over 3,000% at the rate of inflation is now $32.81.
From the moment the iceberg tore into the Titanic's starboard hull on April 14th, 1912, off the coast of Newfoundland, panic set in.
Bruh.
What does it do? Why is it important? And what's all the arguing about? It wasn't until 1913 that the United States created the Federal Reserve banking system.
I'm just going to leave the previous clip for you guys to digest and understand. And while your brain is hitting every side of your head and you're like, what the hell? Oh my gosh, this guy's putting so much random conspiracy in his videos. No, I'm not. It all connects. Anyway, it's not up to me to make the connection. It's up for you guys. All right. Now, what's really important about this document, right? Origins of Parcel 19, which, as you can see here, post-blockchain deterministic fees suitable for loan payment, escrow, and government accounting. Post-blockchain ledger qualities align with Parcel 19, ensuring interoperability with national payment rails. So this was something that was done on behalf of the U.S. military in order to ensure our structure of our payment system. We're going to go ahead and look into this, but let's read one. Origins of Parcel 19. Now, do you guys remember that clip that I had you watch at the beginning of the video?
And then we also were lucky enough to be able to acquire the URL for Ripple, which is kind of a funny story. It came from a Grateful Dead super fan. It's related to the song Ripple from the Grateful Dead. We always loved the Grateful Dead. And so that all kind of came together in 2012.
Again, let it be known, if your cup is full, may it be.
Watch this shit, bruh.
Let it be known, there is a fountain that was not raised by the hands of men.
Parcel 19 arises from 2025 discoveries by an unnamed former cryptographic courier and U.S. Army Signal School graduate, MOS 25B. Let's go ahead and check that. Just real quick here, because I had to do it. There is no evidence that the NSA directly consults with Army MOS 25B information technology specialists. Keep in mind, guys, David Schwartz worked for the NSA and designed a lot of the architecture used today in the digital financial system with cryptocurrency. So we can't make this claim here, but there is something to be said here. While the NSA's work is at the national intelligence level, however, the NSA does work with higher level military elements that 25B soldiers support. 25B's consultation and work falls under the Army command structure, specifically the Signal Corps. This NSA operates within the U.S. intelligence community and provides support to the entire Department of Defense, including U.S. military forces. Bruh. I kid you not. It says here, these formulas mirror but do not replicate conceptual work associated with Nikola Tesla. Bruh, everything I say is right, I swear. The mathematics is uniquely American, never before documented in Tesla's archives. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? They stole. Where are Tesla's books? Where's all Tesla's information? Guess what? I actually can't. All right, let's finish reading this, and then we're gonna make the connection, and we're gonna end the fucking video. I'm scared. The mathematics is uniquely American, never before documented in Tesla's archives, whatever, and creates the basis for post-blockchain monetary systems. Purpose: deliver lightweight, quantum-resistant structure that stabilize collateral and preserve the global supremacy of the U.S. dollar. What does Tesla have to do with this? Oh, I'll show you.
So how is President Trump connected to electric car makers Tesla and Nikola? Let's bring in Yahoo Finance's editor-in-chief, Andy Sherwer, who has the answer to that. Hey, Andy, good morning. I saw your story on our website about this over the weekend. So connect the dots for our audience. What do all three have in common?
Well, first of all, let's start off, Alexis, specifically with Tesla and Donald Trump. And go back to the 1940s. The inventor Nikola Tesla died in 1943. The FBI was called in to vet his inventions to make sure there was nothing dangerous there that could fall into enemy hands. And they called an MIT electrical engineering professor, a very esteemed one named John Trump. Now, it turns out that John Trump is, in fact, the uncle of the President of the United States. So an interesting thing there, and by the way, he found out that Tesla's inventions, which included a purported death ray, were not necessarily dangerous to society. But then if you flash forward to today, you've got Tesla, the automaker.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to roll the beginning clip of this video one more time. You guys have to see it again. I'm sorry to play it so many times. But with the information you know now, what else is there left to say? What other conclusion can you come to? Because I believe I have given all the evidence you need to see. And you know what's coming. Tap in, subscribe, drop a like, drop a comment, hit the bell, and enjoy these next clips. And before we go to the clips, guys, the lore around Tesla alone, Nikola Tesla alone, that dude was an alien. The dude wasn't real. He was a time traveler.
Sure. You've got Tesla, who gets funded by JP Morgan to create wireless technology, but Tesla gets a little ambitious and says, I'm going to do wireless communication, but I'm going to take your $150,000. I'm going to do wireless energy. We'll do free energy around the world. And Morgan's like, how do you put a meter on that? Tesla's like, what do you mean? Propel mankind forward. Morgan pulls his funding, tells everyone in the investment class, this guy's a kook, and if you invest with him, you don't do business with me. A few years later, Wardenclyffe Tower gets torn down. Tesla in poverty.
Yeah.
And where are those 20 boxes? And why was the government so quick to respond to that crime scene?
Yeah, they showed up at that guy's house quick.
Uncle John Trump is in charge of that.
Donald Trump's uncle reviewed Tesla's death ray secrets and found mysterious royal letters. I wonder what they got from that.
You want to hear something really fascinating?
I wonder if CIA asset Joe Rogan knows what they got from that. Is it possible that they got cryptocurrency technology from that? And that David Schwartz was placed to be, quote-unquote, the Satoshi and have everyone look in another direction? Guys, if you like this video, open your mind. Subscribe to the channel. I told y'all. The description of my channel literally says I talk about crypto in a different way. Do I not? Lock in. Roll the clip. Subscribe to the channel. A full breakdown, a full video on this is coming. A lot of long-form content is coming. I had to get this one out. This is crazy information. You feel me?
Taking some of the ideas from the Ripple project around the idea of pathfinding algorithms to exchange anything of value for any other thing of value. That's sort of effectively the birth of XRP. We then created a company, and then we also were lucky enough to be able to acquire the URL for Ripple, which is kind of a funny story. It came from a Grateful Dead super fan. It's related to the song Ripple from the Grateful Dead. We always loved the Grateful Dead. And so that all kind of came together in 2012.
Be again, let it be known. If your cup is full, may it be.
Watch this shit, bro.
Let it be known. There is a fountain that was not raining.
I just want to say one thing before we cue the intro music, the exit music. All right? In this picture previously, and I've used this picture a lot, we have Brad Garlinghouse, Stephen Alvaradi, and Trump. But now I see this as something different. I see this as Satoshi's best friend with the nephew of the guy who stole all of Tesla's technology and gave us cryptocurrency. And Satoshi is David Schwartz. And David Schwartz designed everything using Tesla's technology. Please go ahead and watch the previous video if you've not already. Lock in. No face, no fucking case.
Masked up tight like the thief in the dark. No face, no case, that's the spark of his art. Charts crashing, burning like the 4th of July. But no face, crypto still flying high. He rides the wave while the rest just drown. Rich list rider wearing the crown. Liquidation storms can't crack his code. He built his empire on the blockchain road. No face, no case, no trace, no waste. In the crypto game, he's the ace in the race. No face, no case, no need to replace the king of the chain. Staying staying in his own space. When the market turned red and the bulls went blind, he stayed steady, sharp, mastermind, refined. While wallets froze and traders wept, he flipped the script and his ledger kept. Bag so heavy, it bends the rules, swimming through the sharks while they fight for pools. The greatest YouTuber to grace the scene, turning bear markets into a money machine. No face, no case, no trace, no waste in the crypto game. He's the ace in the race. No face, no case, no need to replace the king of the chain, staying in his own space. When the market turned red and the bulls went blind, he stayed steady, sharp, mastermind, refined. While wallets froze and traders wept, he flipped the script and his ledger kept. Bag so heavy, it bends the rules, swimming through the sharks while they fight for pools. The greatest YouTuber to grace the scene, turning bear markets into a money machine. No face, no case, no trace, no waste in the crypto game. He's the ace in the race. No face, no case, no need to replace the king of the chain, staying in his own space.